Pete's here from Pop Turner, speaking to Renata Vaca about Saw X, going to be in theaters September 29th. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very, very excited to be here with you.
I mean, this is so exciting. I mean, this is your U.S. film debut, I believe.
Yes, definitely it is.
And that's so crazy. And I just kind of want to know in terms of like the early stages, because I know how it is. Like there's auditions and the teams get involved, but like, how did you get involved specifically with Saw X? Was it an audition specifically?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
an audition. It's crazy because this is definitely like the biggest role of my career, and I mean now. And so I just did like one audition though. Like I thought it was gonna be like a lot of callbacks and everything, and it was just one. And then I just met the director Kevin, and I met the producers too, and they were like, "Hey, so you're part of the family now," and everything was super excited.
Oh, it's so amazing. And, interesting because we can't say much, but, it's a new Saw movie. There's been a lot of Saw movies. I mean, the horror movie fans are crazy. They love watching everything, and it's amazing. What was it like filming Saw X, knowing that you're working in such a popular genre, Renata?
I'm very grateful to be part of this franchise, definitely. And I think that this movie, it's just like a hug for all of the huge Saw fans, because like, there's John Kramer and Amanda, and like everything going on is just super exciting. And yeah, so I'm just thankful and happy to be part of this movie.
It's interesting because Renata Vaca is a storyteller in a lot of ways. You act, but you also perform music and everything. Did you know you wanted to do everything? Like, did you want to do music, acting, or did it kind of just happen for you?
I think like acting was the first, like my first go-to thing. And then I discovered music because I started to do like theatrical music and theater.
Yeah, musical theater. Yep.
Musical theater. And then I discovered I love music too. And so yeah, I love both things.
It's interesting because there's obviously a lot of like kind of scary moments in all the Saw movies, and the trailer is released for Saw X so people can kind of see what to expect. And it's a Saw movie. It's gonna be gory. It's gonna be
Blood
scary.
everywhere.
I'm
Definitely.
just curious because it depends. I feel like because filming it might not feel scary because you're in the zone and like there's effects and everything. But were there some moments where it was maybe a bit scary filming?
Yeah, I mean, more, yeah, definitely. Like, for example, watching Billy the Puppet, it's definitely scary, like the first time. But then he's a nice guy though. Like he wears these amazing red shoes that are shiny. He's amazing. But I think it's kind of, the word would be like, you get this, like it's kind of disgusting to see all of these effects because they look so real. So
Yeah.
like looking at all this blood and like a leg in there, and like it's crazy, but it's very funny. It's very fun.
How much did you know about like so when you auditioned, obviously you're given like a character, given some of the scripts, but like how much did you know about what the project was? Like did you know you were auditioning for Saw X?
I didn't like,
Okay.
because sometimes they change the name of the project if
Yes.
it's a big one, but here like they put like the name like Saw X. So I was like, okay, I'm auditioning for this. And like every time I get like some like big auditions, I just like, I mean, on every audition I just like do it and try to forget about it, because it can be like you're always thinking like, oh my god, I hope I get it. But like on this one I just did my best, and I felt everything like went good. And then I just received a call from a manager, and he was like, I think they love you and like they want to meet you in person here in Mexico. And so
Wow.
I met them, and everything was super exciting. Yeah, when I met Kevin, like I just remember he was like, yeah, hi, do you know what you're getting into? And then he just like he shook my hand and he was like, welcome to the family. And I was like,
Was the movie filmed in Mexico?
yeah,
The
they
whole
should.
movie or like
the, no, the whole movie they did it here. It's
wow.
crazy. And that's something excited, because I think that I think it's the first time in the franchise that the place where the movie takes place, it's like they mention it and they show the place. So that's
Mhm.
very exciting for me.
No spoilers. Don't worry. Spoiler-free zone.
Okay.
What are you able, even, you might not even be able to say much, but whatever. I'm going to ask this question. What can you say about your character? Like, who is your character? She's just a person.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be as like I'm gonna get the
You can
spoilers
even
out.
say her name. You could be like, her name is this, and she's part of it. She plays the game. Like,
And that's it. That's all you have to know about her.
what's her
No,
name?
okay, so her name is Gabriella.
Okay.
Gabriella, yeah. So okay,
And
I'm gonna try to
she plays the
say,
game.
and that's it. Bye. No, this interview's over. No, no, I think she's a nice girl,
Yep.
and you can see that I think that you can sense that she's a nice girl from the trailer.
Yes.
You can have that feeling. And yeah, so she's gonna be part of this crazy games with Mr. John Kramer, which is crazy. But I think that John Kramer likes her though. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I think he and Amanda likes Gabriella.
Is it starting to like hit you that people are gonna be able to see it? Because I always think that's a weird thing, because you film it, you wrap, then you move on to other projects, and then your team sends you all the news about, we have a release date, we have a trailer date, all these steps. Are you starting to kind of think about it, like coming out in September?
It's great. I don't know. I'm like I'm still in shock though. Like when I saw the trailer, I was like, is that me? That's crazy. Yeah, I was like super happy and excited. And like, for example, on TikTok, like there's a lot of people doing like these videos of like these edits of like of my character and of the movie. And I'm just like, it just melts my heart. I don't know. I just get very excited, and it's amazing to see how people are very passionate about the movie and about horror. It's just incredible.
Now, I feel like this is going to be, I feel like this is something that I should ask you once the movie is out and you're able to kind of see everything. But because the movie's not out, you've seen it a little bit from TikTok and the reception. Like, the horror movie fans are amazing. But like, when you wrapped Saw X, Renata, did you want to work on a horror movie again? Or were you like, wow, this was very, like, I need a break because it was exhausting? Like, I'm just curious. What was that like?
No, I think I definitely would love to do another horror movie, because it's just, I think that comedy and horror are one of the hardest like types of things to act, you know. So I would definitely I would love to do another horror movie.
Do you like horror movies as a watcher?
I do. Like I had a period in my life in where I used to watch like horror movies every night and every day. Like
that's me now.
Really? You love them?
All the time. I love them. I'm a creative as well. Like I wrote and produced some movies too, and like my dream is to make a horror movie. That is the dream.
Let's do one.
Let's do.
Now.
No, because you know what I find interesting, and you know, I love you to comment on this, because you know more than us because you've seen the scripts. We have to wait September 29th to see it, but it's interesting because there's new ways to scare people. Obviously, Saw X is going to have the old school kind of the game and the gore and the blood everywhere, like you said, but it's psychological. Like, people are scary. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. And like I had the opportunity to talk to Tobin Bell. I love him. Like he's an amazing guy, and he's just such a great actor. Like he really cares about his craft, you know, and that's something that I really appreciate as an actress, as a young actress. And so, but I was talking to him and he was like, it's so incredible, because he was talking about his character, because he's been doing it for a while, and like he really knows him. And he was like, yeah, like people are scary. And he was like talking about the the thoughts of this crazy John Kramer guy, and he was like understanding him, and like it's crazy. But yeah, like people are scary more than ghosts.
I will say this. I'm a big music fan. I like music, like all kinds of music, okay? But I'm a big fan of like heavy metal and metal music and everything. And one of my favorite things is the Saw soundtracks are the best. They're the best music, okay? And the best music videos and everything. That's like one of my favorite things with the horror movies. When I was growing up, because I'm born 1991, my favorite thing was like going to buy the CDs, like the soundtracks of the movie.
Yeah, definitely the music, it's like another character in the movies, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
and I can't wait for the Saw. I assume that the Saw X soundtrack's going to be great. And
it's amazing. I can assure you.
Okay, so that's really interesting because I do want to ask you about your music a little bit because I feel like that's interesting. I feel like we're throwing away. Obviously, you grow up in certain music that you listen to. Obviously, you grow up in certain music that you want to perform. I know a lot of friends who like they perform like heavy music, like punk rock, but they listen to a lot of like not that. They listen to like classic music and everything. Yeah. So, what do you think about like genre bending and different genres and different sounds? Like, are you kind of someone that listens to a lot of different music? Like, I'm just curious about that.
I mean, I do. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, I never listen to this or that. Like, I'm super open in general, you know, like to listen a lot of, because I think that the artist should do that. Like, you should like be open to everything because everything can inspire you in a way. So, but like, I'm really into like lyrics in a way. So I'm like, I listen to a lot of, I love music in Spanish, of course, but like in English, for example, I love pop with all my heart. So, you know, I love Olivia Rodrigo. I'm like super, I love Olivia Rodrigo, Ariana Grande. I love, there's a lot of artists.
The collaborations are crazy to me. Like, I feel like so many artists collab. I interviewed an artist on my show named Lenny Tavares. And and he collabs with everyone. Like, that was one thing I was like, you literally have songs with everyone.
I know. And I think that nowadays that's something cool, that I think that the boundaries on everything are like just melting down, and that's amazing. Like, you can collaborate, like Los Angeles Azules, which is a group here in Mexico that people love, and they've been to Coachella and everything. So, but like Los Angeles Azules with, I don't know, with artists from the US, and it's crazy.
I know, it's so crazy. Last question before we wrap up. Obviously, you hope they have a good time because that's what the movies are for. But like, when they watch Saw X in theaters September 29th, what are you hoping they'll get out of it, takeaway wise? Just, you know, have a fun time, another Saw movie, like what? Anything specifically?
Blood. No, just kidding.
There's gonna be blood. There will. That's something that you don't even have to say spoilers. Like, there will be blood. Like, you know.
That you know that for sure. Yeah. So, but no. Also, I think that I think they're gonna have, as I told you, like the fans, and even if you haven't seen any Saw movie, I think that this is a very like personal wise talking about like John Kramer. Like, this is the first time he's like the lead, and like you're gonna be super close to him, and you're gonna see him being vulnerable in a way. So this is, I think it's just a very great movie. You're gonna have fun. You can invite the girl you like, the boy you like. You can invite your family. It's gonna be a fun one, and I can't wait for people to see. And I can't wait to see it. Like, I haven't seen the movie. Like,
and the best part about this is it's gonna be coming out. It's interesting because it comes out the 29th of September, and then we're gonna snap our fingers, and it's gonna be spooky season, and that's when I watch all the movies and everything. So like, people are gonna be able to see it all of October. Like, that's the best part of it. Like, it's perfect.
It's like the perfect timing.
Yeah, because then it's gonna be the whole time where people are gonna go be able to see. Hey, like October 14th, I'm gonna go see Saw X. You know what I mean? Like, halfway Halloween. I'm just saying. But yeah. September 29th, Saw X is going to be in theaters. Renata, thank you so much for this interview. This was so great chatting with you. Gracias.
You need to learn Spanish, but that gracias was amazing. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm super happy.
And I hope I do an interview with someone who, you know, they always say, like, from Mexico or Spain, they always say next time they want me to learn Spanish so that the next time we do an interview, we do it in Spanish. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be amazing. Have you learned some Spanish? Like, do you know some Spanish?
A little bit. Like,
What can you say?
Bienvenido a la entrevista, which I should have said at the beginning of the interview.
Perfecto. Oye, I love your accent.
I didn't say that in the beginning, but it's like, bienvenido a la entrevista.
Yeah, but it sounds good. I mean, you said it. You said it. You said it.
No, but thank you so much. And okay, so Instagram is just your name, Renata Vaca?
My Instagram, it's crazy because in Spanish it's Dime Cow, which is Dimecow. In English, people are like Dime Cow, but it's not Dime Cow, it's Dime Cow. So it's like call me cow.
Okay.
Because cow means
Vaca. La Vaca,
last name
right?
Vaca, exactly.
Yeah, of
Vaca
course. Have you ever seen the video? And I think it's from Mexico of this grocery store in Mexico, and there's this like cow, this guy dressed up in a cow costume.
They dance?
Yes.
Of course.
And
I'm a
I'm
huge
pretty
fan.
sure that's Mexico. I'm pretty sure I saw in the comments that's in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, crazy things happen, and like people on the internet, on the memes and everything, they're like, "I'm so happy I wasn't born in another country, because in Mexico you can see crazy things like this, like a cow dancing." You know?
Oh man, I'm gonna go back and watch that video now because that was the best. He really gets into it. Like he loves his job. Like he's promoting like milk in a grocery
He's giving
store.
his all.
Yeah.
You should really come to Mexico, and I can take you to the place where
Absolutely.
the cow
For sure. Well, this was great. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You're going to, of course, catch Renata Vaca as Gabriella in Saw X in theaters September 29th. This has been Popternative. Until next time, this is Renata and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.